Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. Hopefully, you're having an awesome Thanksgiving if you're living here in the United States. If not, hopefully, you're having a great Thursday. It is Thanksgiving for me, so I'm spending time with friends and family, likely what you're doing as well. And because of that, I'm not in my office right now. In fact, I won't be able to live stream today. So I wanted to talk about what's going to be coming up, hopefully soon in Grand Theft Auto Online, which is another DLC and then a Christmas or holiday update, 2016. And I'm going to be talking about the 10 things that I want to see Rockstar improve, add, and features I'd like to see included in that holiday/Christmas 2016 DLC. So we've got a lot of epic things to talk about today, but I would love to hear from you guys in the comments section. Let me know if you like my list, what things you would add, what things would you take away, and just a whole lot more. So let me know what you're thinking in the comment section down below. So at the number one spot, I'd like to see actual Christmas and holiday themed vehicles. So with the last couple of updates, as far as Christmas DLCs go, we've gotten some pretty cool cars. We've gotten the Slam Van, we've gotten the race car versions of the Jester and the Massacro, we've gotten the Tampa. So I'm not complaining at all. Those are awesome vehicles, but they don't really fit a Christmas or a holiday theme. Whereas the October/Halloween updates we've been getting have included some very spooky and creepy vehicles like the Sanctus, the Lurcher Hearst, the Frankenstein. Where are those kind of vehicles for the Christmas theme? I want to see something like a snowmobile, or I want to see, something that maybe resembles Santa's sleigh as far as a car, or something along those lines. I don't know. You could pick a vehicle from a Christmas themed movie or, a Christmas TV show or whatever the case is. I want Rockstar to get a little bit more creative with the vehicles that they add in this update. I think that would be super cool, and I think that it would be a little bit more fitting with the theme than just including like a random muscle car or a liveried version of a sports car. So I think that's something that they should definitely keep in mind. At the number two spot, this is a suggestion I saw a lot from you guys, and that would be a seventh garage. So believe it or not, we just got a sixth garage, but even I can attest to this myself. I'm still running out of garage space. I mean, you guys watch my live streams. Hopefully you see that we have to delete cars in order to add new ones into the game. So I'm not sure why Rockstar just haven't allowed like an unlimited car space. It's very clear that they can add as many garage spots as they want in the game. So I'm not sure why they haven't just opened it up to an unlimited amount, because I would love to buy, 10, 11, 12, as many garages as I could so that I could have so many more spaces and spots for vehicles, because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot in the, December 2016 update, as well as probably some 2016 Christmas vehicles. So yeah, we might need some more space, that's for sure. Number three, I'd love the ability to give presents to others. So you guys know Rockstar last year, they actually gave us a Christmas gift on Christmas Day. I think it was like a set of pajamas and whatnot. Like you actually physically had to sign on to online in order to unlock them. So it was like Rockstar giving us presents. I wish we could give presents to other players. So whether that would be like money or cars or clothing, and maybe only make it available for like 1 or 2 days on like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I think that would be so much fun. The things you could do sound pretty awesome. Now I can see this system being slightly abused. I could see this being used to like send billions and trillions of dollars worth of money to other players. So maybe that would be one of the reasons why Rockstar wouldn't consider doing something like this, just because of the sheer amount of broken kind of money bugs that might occur with something like this. Or maybe they could just set a limit on it. Maybe they could set like a $10,000 limit. So if you want to just send your friend a little bit of cash, you could. I wish there was an option to do that. That would sound like so much fun, giving presents to others. Moving on, at the number 4 spot, I'd love to see Christmas style customization or holiday style customization for our vehicles. So this kind of ties into the first thing I wanted, which was more holiday themed vehicles, but I would love to see, Christmas liveries. We've obviously seen Rockstar exploring liveries so much more recently with, the new vehicles. Even a lot of the new bikes have liveries on there as well. So that would certainly be awesome. I'd love to see Christmas style lights that are dangled all over the cars. That could be pretty fun. New Christmas horns and whatnot. That would be really, really exciting too. So yeah, just Christmas, holiday, Xmas style customization would be really awesome. Whether it's done in the Los Santos Custom Shop, whether it's done in Benny's, I really don't care, as long as we can give our cars a little bit of extra style and flair with the kind of holiday theme. All right, at the number 5 spot, I'd like to see the world become a little bit more dynamic. So Rockstar do a pretty good job with this by adding snow into Los Santos for a couple of days. They add a giant Christmas tree in downtown Los Santos. They also have the little Christmas trees inside of our apartment, but I almost want it to be more dynamic. I want to see vehicles on the street that are covered in snow, especially if they're parked, because if you leave a vehicle parked outside and it snows, it's going to be completely buried and you are going to have to shovel it off or something like that. So that would be kind of cool. I'd also like to see the buildings kind of covered in snow. I'd also like to see some of the big kind of main attractions of Los Santos maybe covered in lights. So I was thinking the Vinewood sign and the Maze Bank building, if they were covered in Christmas lights dangling from the top, that would actually be super cool. I kind of love that idea right there to kind of brighten up the city a little bit. They do some cool things like the northern lights that can be seen in Palito Bay, but I still wish they would do a little bit more as far as making the world more dynamic for the holiday and Christmas snowy time. Okay, at the number 6 spot, this one kind of seems a little bit wacky, but hear me out. And that is, I wish we almost had sort of a Santa's sleigh Easter egg going around on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So imagine if you were to look up into the night sky and online and you saw, Santa's sleigh going across. And it could be a simple Easter egg that Rockstar includes into the game, or they could make it more useful. Do you guys remember the rare crate drops that Rockstar used to do where they dropped beer hats and, lots of money and ammo? That would be so cool if Santa came in once every hour in online and he dropped a present. And that present could be a rare crate drop that maybe had some exclusive items or exclusive clothing or just money or ammo. That could be so cool. And even if it was only for a day or two to kind of go with the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day theme, I still think that would be amazing. That would be so much fun to see and experience in Grand Theft Auto Online. So that would be so cool if Rockstar were to add kind of a Santa Claus, Santa sleigh, flying across the night sky Easter egg. That would be amazing. At the number 7 spot, limited flights to North Yankton. Now, I know Rockstar doesn't like North Yankton because it's not complete. If you go up and explore North Yankton on your own via PC mod, you'll know that the world is hardly complete at all. There's parts of the map where you'll fall through. The buildings are not completed. They're very 2D, very minimalistic textures, but it's a shame they only included North Yankton for 2 missions and have no use of it in online. And what's funny enough is I believe in North Yankton, the 2 times you go there, I believe it's around Christmas time because there's actually a house or a barn in North Yankton that has Christmas lights and Christmas tree standing up. So that would be really awesome to kind of explore limited flights to North Yankton for a couple days. Maybe Rockstar would finally allow us to make use of the airport that's in the game that really has no use whatsoever. So that would be super cool to finally get to go back to Ludendorff and North Yankton, even if it only was for a day or two. At the number 8 spot, I'd love to see more apartment decoration. Now, this kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier, making the worlds a little bit more dynamic and unique. But the only thing we can do in our apartment is Rockstar just puts a Christmas tree in there by default. There is absolutely nothing else. So that, of course, is kind of unfortunate. I wish we could put lights up or maybe other sorts of things like reefs or decorations. That would be cool because I don't use the apartments all that much, and when I do, I like to use them for special occasions. And if Rockstar were to make them a little bit more inviting during the holiday and Christmas time, then maybe I would consider using them a little bit more. All right, at the number 9 spot, I thought this would be pretty awesome, and I thought it would be so cool if the lakes and bodies of water in Los Santos would actually be frozen over during the times when snow landed in Los Santos. So it kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess the whole thing doesn't make sense. Snow in Southern California. I don't remember the last time that's happened, but it snows in Los Santos, yet all the lakes are completely unfrozen. I guess it would make more sense if the ocean stayed unfrozen too, but how cool would it be if the Alamo Sea was frozen, if the dam area was frozen over too? That could be super cool, and you could walk out there and you would have the sliding, slippery effect. You could maybe bring cars out there and, try and do some crazy stuff with that. So I would love it if Rockstar did that. I'm not even sure if that function or feature is in the coding of the game for something like that to work. But either way, I would love it if once again another big part of the world became super dynamic like that. And finally, last but not least, at the number 10 spot, I think this one's probably the most unrealistic just because of the business aspect of Grand Theft Auto 5. I wish there was a holiday-themed radio station. There's nothing better than holiday and Christmas music during this time, and I wish Rockstar had a station like that. They don't, and it kind of makes me wish they they did just for this like 2 or 3 week period of the year. Now, the reason I say this is unrealistic is for a couple reasons. Number one, Rockstar probably wouldn't include a radio station in the game that would only be used for like a week or two of the year. That seems like a lot of work for them. And number two, they'd have to license new songs from artists in order to get them into the game. They couldn't just plop them into the game. That's not how it works. There's a long kind of business process that goes along with that would kind of be a little bit unfortunate as far as trying to get that off the ground. But I still think it would be cool to listen to some tunes and some nice music, because the only really Christmas sort of theme we have is the obnoxious horns that you hear people blaring down the street with the Christmas tunes. But either way, I still think that would be pretty fun. And honestly, I'm just really excited for whatever Rockstar has planned going forward and in the next couple days and weeks, and eventually leading up to that holiday 2016 Christmas DLC. But anyways, those are sort of the 10 things I'd love to see Rockstar introduce in a Christmas DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear what some of your ideas are in the comment section down below. What things do you like from my list? What things do you don't? What sort of your own things would you ultimately add to the list? I'd love to hear from you guys there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. I should have one more video out later today, even though there is no live stream because it is Thanksgiving. Once again, I'm kind of taking the day off, spending it with family. But once again, we'll be back tomorrow doing some fun streams and all sorts of good stuff. But of course, without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.